Hello and welcome to the SAM Learning Go assembly presentation. Throughout the next few minutes I'll introduce you to SAM Learning, explain what it is, how to use it and also when you should use it. So let's start with the what. What is SAM Learning? Well, it's an online service for revision and exam practice at Key Stage 3 and GCSE, meaning that you as a student can log on to SAM Learning at school and at home and complete a variety of activities in many subject areas that will support and help you understand what you're covering in your lessons. Not only that, but SAM Learning also helps you to prepare for your exams when the time comes. SAM Learning is used in over 3,000 primary and secondary schools throughout England, and with over 1.4 million students logging in this year and completing an amazing 3 million hours last year, there's a lot of data, a lot of numbers that we can draw down and prove independently how successful SAM Learning is if used at raising attainment or getting you those better GCSE results to me and you. Okay. So now we know a little bit more about what SAM Learning is, let's see how we can use it to get those better GCSE results. First, we'll log in. The website address is samlearning.com, nice and easy. We need to type in our centre ID, our user ID and our password and click sign in. Your teacher will remind you of this information, but to help you remember, your user ID and password match, and they are your date of birth followed by your initials of your first and your last name. Great, we're in. Now it looks like we've been set some homework. I'm sure you'll be delighted to know that SAM Learning can be used by your teachers to set you work. But remember, it's work that will be of real benefit to you as you work towards your exams. We can see there are 3 activities set and also which teacher has set them, as well as when the work is due. We could complete the activity now, but I'll show you the other way, which is browsing to the activities yourself. On the left hand side here, we can select our key stage. In this case, I'll choose GCSE. This will show us all the available subjects at GCSE. From here, we can choose one that we think we need to focus on. I'll choose French, I'll select a topic, I'll choose an activity, and away we go. It's that easy. Now there are different types of activities to choose from on SAM Learning, and here are a few examples. We've got improve activities. These are designed to help you overcome any difficulties you're having in a given topic, and they typically will take no longer than 3 minutes to complete. There are also Revise Plus activities. These are designed to help you revise the key facts for a given subject using a range of different question types and typically will take no longer than 10 minutes to complete. As with all the 70,000 questions on SAM Learning, you'll get instant feedback after completing the activity. You may want to repeat the activity until you're satisfied with your score. Obviously, you can complete the activities as many times as you feel necessary. As well as test questions, there are a staggering 20,000 exam-style questions mapped to your exam boards, allowing you to practice all the techniques that you've learned. As you can see, these are timed. Once you've completed your answer, you can click on Mark My Work. Now this will bring up a marking guide in blue. We'll scroll down and we'll see that. This will enable you to click in the relevant boxes on the right hand side based on how many marks that you've earned. After we've ticked in these relevant boxes, we can then click on Get My Score, which will give us instant feedback and an instant grade. Now that's great. We've seen how easy it is to navigate our way through the key stages and start doing an activity. Now let's have a look at how we can keep track of what we have done. By clicking on the My Progress tab here, we can check what subjects we have completed activities in, how much time spent, and even overall score in relation to those subject areas. We can even delve deeper into individual subjects and check our progress at that level. You can also gauge progress by activity points. You'll have noticed these characters here. Let me introduce you to Sam World and the avatars. students choose an avatar and can challenge other students using SAM Learning. The more activities you complete, the more points you earn as you travel through SAM World. If we click on My Profile, we can choose our avatar. There's 100 to choose from. We can select our buddies or our peers to compete against, or decide to make ourselves invisible to anybody else. All of our points and medals earned are stored here in our trophy card. Brilliant! So we're on track to start using SAM Learning. Remember, you can use SAM Learning at home as much as you like to help you with your preparation. But what if, for example, you're having problems using it at home, such as there is no sound from the activities, or perhaps your screen size is not right? You can click on Feedback here on the left and then click on Help, which will give you some frequently asked questions and answers. If you're still having problems, you can contact support directly by clicking on Contact Us. Lastly, the when. When should you be using SAM Learning? Well, ideally all year round. You can certainly focus on the lead up to the exam, but spreading the work means that you aren't in a panic at the end, and this gives your brain time to consolidate what it has already learned. Now, students often ask whether there is a certain amount of time that they need to use SAM Learning for. As with most things, the more you put in, the more you get out. But a very good target to aim for is 10 hours. In fact, the Fisher Family Trust, who some of you may well have heard of, have independently proven that for those students who use SAM Learning for 10 hours, plus, they witnessed a significant improvement in their GCSE results. Okay, that completes the presentation. I hope that you found it useful. It's over to you now to log on and start using SAM Learning Go. If you have any questions, please do ask your teacher. Thank you very much for watching.